Co-op's different, man. Co-op is like when you playing with somebody together, man. Uh,
Yo.
Welcome all. Thanks for
Yo,
tuning in
what's
to
up, man?
2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Here are the starters for Utah. Collins and Kessler playing up front. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Abaji in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the 2 stars for LA on the floor. They're the 3 and the 5. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Money in at the 1. All right, Grant, as a team, how long you think it takes to figure out if you're a legitimate...
Quite honestly, they're just not. But generally, I'd say you have a good idea after the first month or so of the year.
Here we go. So the Lakers win.
YS, download FIFA, man. I'm planning on going over there playing it, bro. Download FIFA, bro, so you can play with us. You hear me, YS? Oh shit. Trying to get YS, man. I got to go over there and make that bill, man, but it's already almost 4. I got to race here in a little bit, man. I didn't get on earlier today like I've been getting on. I got some shit I got to do this week, important shit. You know, a lot of them boys, man, over there on NASCAR and racing and shit, they started playing hockey, man. They said that game's fire as hell. Very competitive. Yeah, man, that's what they said. But said that game, a lot of them, man. So I know if if you got over 10 people talking about a game, you know that they all went and tried out, and every one of them is liking it, man. So the game can't be bad if that many people saying it's good, dog. They say it's very, very intense, and I can see it, man. I can see it fast, you know. But it's wide open, dog. The whole time you're playing. Yeah, I don't know how big it looks, man. Like when you're playing it, because I never played it. But imagine if the arena's big enough, and you skate up and down it, you know, to really make some good plays up in there, I guess, man. I don't really know much about hockey. Hit the puck in the net, just like any damn thing else. Say what now? Multiple modes on what, FIFA? But the multiplayer online, it can hold up to how many people? How many multiplayers online at one time on FIFA, man? You know how when you playing Call of Duty, it say 99 or 150. You know what I'm saying? That's multiplayer. So the same thing with FIFA,
The tip.
the multiplayer.
And what an incredible achievement from MP recently. Grant, he turned in one of the most efficient games you will ever see.
Well, you talk about what it means to dominate. MP was the definition of that with his performance. Now, everything fell for him, and it looked like he was a man amongst boys.
Collins with it. Now Vanderbilt defending. Pass to Abaji. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
On defense, the Lakers. It's a three-point game. Collins passes to Abaji. Just 5 on the clock. No good from outside. It's James on the wing. He picked up 10 in his last game. They get it back. On offense, here's Utah. Outside Sexton. Fires from 14. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. You know, when analyzing the game of Colin Sexton, this is a guy who can score from all three levels, Grant.
You know, this is what his team has asked him to do, to be aggressive on offense and to shoot the ball with confidence too, B.A.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Money. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. Money's got 5 points. Here's Abaji. Coming off a 12-point game. High post Kessler. Pass to Sexton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. James passes to Reeves. Here's Money. And the shot counts.
That boy balling, son.
For a 3-point play. When it comes to the Utah Jazz, it's evident that they are in rebuild mode, Grant.
Yeah, you know, B.A., after trading away both Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in the
I'm
summer,
gonna get over there and play with my boy YS, man, on current.
starting new and building a team.
Rebound. Oh, shit.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half.
I don't really play with nobody over here, man.
From the floor to begin this one. Got a piece of it.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
For 3.
Come on, LeBron. Bam. Damn. Damn. You better call a timeout. Y'all getting smoked out here, man. Yeah.
The Jazz decide to talk it over.
LeBron been knocking them threes down, man. He quit going to the rim. That motherfucker said, I ain't getting fucked up, man. I'm about to retire. I'm shooting from deep. Yeah, ain't it?
And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And his team counts on him to lead the offense and make things happen out there. And lately, he's done just that. He's giving a ton of energy and done everything in his power to help them succeed.
They're having very little success right now.
And they really could take a different approach, right? Find something that works.
Here's Sensabaugh. The jumper from the wing off target.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Sexton comes with a double team. Pass to Davis. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Kessler. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Down low. Here's Sexton. And he banks in the layup.
And Colin Sexton is a scorer. Doesn't matter if he's on the interior. This guy is determined to capitalize.
Here's Money. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Outside Sexton. Collins, high post. Working on Vanderbilt. Back to Collins. Pass to Sensabaugh. To the wing on the left. 4 on the clock. Over James. That one off the back iron and out. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Here's Sensabaugh. Still without a bucket. Rejected by James.
Wow, LeBron James sends it back. LeBron on the defensive end.
Man, that fucked me up right there, bro.
Yeah,
I thought he
you
had it.
have to take
Yeah.
care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And he lobs it up. Deflects the pass. Pass to
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
Kessler with it. Checked by Davis. Here's Collins.
So 5 on each team.
Here's Abaji, giving this team some energy.
Okay,
averaging
that's
a
10
little
people.
over 10 points a game. Here's Money. Checked by Sexton. The 3. He missed there. His first
He had to do
misfire in
what?
5 tries. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Pro quad.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of
Okay.
chance.
Collins, left side. Launches it. Sexton misses.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
I just love the ball movement.
Utah has gone 0 for 3 from downtown, and Utah calls time here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Phoenix.
It was, frankly, embarrassing. I was shocked by their disorganization, and I think they were too.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Hold on. Yeah, man, I think that's about to be a mad investment, man. Them PlayStation 2 games. I'm gonna have somebody go check every pawn shop there is, man, and start snatching them up, dog. Because if they're going into to that stage where people is wanting them for collectibles reasons, yeah, man. Because people want shit like that, man, to collect it. When they got money to throw away, they'll spend it to have it, regardless, just to sort of say they can guide it, you know what I mean? So, if I... You'd be surprised, man.
We are now into November.
The
So let's
club,
check in on the
public.
standings in the
You
Western
guys will
Conference.
not believe what I found out
Taking
about
a
the
look at the
Chinese
Lakers,
biolab
they're
discovered in
sitting at the
Central
top of their
California.
conference
Let's
right
jump into
now
this.
with the
Woodhelp
number
asked
one
the county
record.
to keep some
And of
key
course, the
details from the
Jazz,
public,
well,
even as
record-wise,
people
not
were
even in
growing
the same
suspicious over
conversation.
what was going on.
Uh-oh, listen to
We
this.
knew as soon as we came in there wearing these big suits, the personal protective equipment, cleaning out the site, residents are going to be looking around going, what's going on? And that's exactly what happened. But again, CDPH made clear, do not explain what's taking place at this site.
And these emails are proof. As early as April 28th, the county tried to revise an initial statement from the state to include the address of the illegal lab in Reedley and explain why staff would be wearing personal protective equipment. The following Monday, the Deputy Director of Communications for the Department of Public Health wrote, "We suggest you not point to the specific address and not mention PPE or law enforcement at this time, as we believe it could unnecessarily cause concern and questions."
We asked them, how can we engage with the public? And those emails show the California Department of Public Health really wanted us to be limited in what we said to the public, and we followed that direction.
So what they're talking about in the last clip is that California and government officials knew about this Chinese secret biolab located in Central California, but they did not want the public to know about it. Seems kind of sketchy, right? Let's continue. But let's pump our brakes real quick. Before I show you guys how bad it really is, this place is still under investigation and it's still pending. There's still a lot going on with this place. Let's continue.
Right, and what can you tell us more about their private funding? Obviously, we went over that they did get some money from our government, obviously the taxpayers, but what can you tell us? What do you know about the connections to China, the funding? Is there anything you can disclose?
Well, I can disclose it because when we filed court documents, those all became public documents. So I can let you know that I received an email from a gentleman purporting to be the lab CEO who was in China telling me he can't get a visa to come over and meet with me about the situation. Anybody that we have met with on the site has shown us documents that, Chinese nationals with U.S. documents. So I don't know exactly where all their funding has come from. But I can tell you that it is a completely privately funded lab. We know that because there was no public funding associated with it, which means they did not have to adhere to the same standards that publicly funded labs have to adhere to. Now, obviously, what we had in Reedley was even worse. It was the House of Horrors. These are bad actors that came to Reedley literally under the cover of night, never came for a city building permit, never came for a license. They were operating at night. We had some undercover officers watching people in lab coats going in and out at night. They didn't want us to know they were here in Reedley.
You see, the thing about this case is that it gets way worse. If you want to learn more about this situation, please like, comment, and share. Thank you. You guys will not believe what I found out about the Chinese biolab discovered in Central California. Let's jump into this.
Woodhelp asked the county to keep some key details from the public, even as people were growing suspicious over
Damn, bro.
Okay, I hate that I've become this person, but I bought this off of the TikTok shop, okay? It's so cute, little astronaut. Don't mind my messy kitchen.
That girl.
It's a galaxy light. It's a freaking galaxy light. Look at this. This is amazing. This little tiny thing is projecting this. And you can change the...
Have you ever wondered what there is to do on a cruise?
That's crazy, man. They got that shit everywhere.
I want to just update you with all of the latest information that I have and all of the information from the last 24 hours since this invasion started. So apparently the main area of focus was the northern part of Gaza, the northeastern corner of Gaza, the Beit Hanun area. And so Israel advanced from 3 directions, from the east, from the north, and apparently from the Mediterranean. There is an information blackout right now, so there's not a lot of info coming out about the specifics of what Israel is doing, what their plans are, what they did. There's an information blackout right now, and obviously that's being done on purpose to prevent any leakage or any plans from being compromised. And Israeli media
Bro,
reported last
they
night
talking
that
about we getting to
apparently
prepare for war
thousands of
with
Israeli
Iran.
troops and hundreds of Israeli tanks were involved in this first stage of their ground operation into Gaza. Okay, so a lot of the neighboring Muslim countries were mad about this, so I want to read to you what some of the major players in the region have said. That Turkey is ready to declare Israel a war criminal. Okay, he said, "We will declare Israel a war criminal. We are already working on this." And at a massive pro-Palestinian rally today in Istanbul, the Turkish president said, "I reiterate that Hamas is not a terrorist organization." Israel was very offended by this. Israel is an occupier. The main culprit behind the massacre unfolding in Gaza is the West. Okay, so that is just absolutely crazy. This is a NATO country. Turkey's a NATO country, and its president is saying that Hamas is not a terrorist organization, that Israel is an occupier, and that the main culprit behind what's going on right now is the West. I mean, it's pretty scary because we have dozens of B-61 gravity nuclear bombs in Turkey, okay? So I think Turkey needs to be expelled from NATO, and I want to read to you what the Prime Minister of Israel said, Benjamin Netanyahu. He said that yesterday evening, additional ground troops entered Gaza and the second phase of the war began. The goal is to destroy the military and governmental potential of Hamas and return the hostages. If Israel does not win, the countries of the world will have their turn. Okay, so he's kind of saying the same thing that Zelensky was saying when Russia invaded Ukraine. Zelensky was saying that we are fighting for freedom here in Ukraine, and that if Russia is not stopped in Ukraine, then Russia is going to continue to attack Europe. And so Netanyahu's kind of saying the same thing. The Israeli defense minister said that this is not going to be a short war, it's going to be a long war, and a small part of the Israeli Air Force is operating in Gaza and is ready to respond on the northern front. We have no interest in expanding the war, but we are ready. We have passed a stage in the war. The ground in Gaza shook. The operation will continue until further notice. Okay, so the defense minister of Israel saying that they're ready to respond on the northern front. He said it's going to be a long war. He said that the operation will continue until further notice, all right? And satellite images released yesterday apparently showed that the Iranian missile forces opened the silo doors of their long-range ballistic missiles at around noon local time. Okay, this was yesterday, so Iran opening the silo doors to their long-range ballistic missiles, which means that basically they can fire those missiles immediately without delay. Okay, and the reason why they're doing that is, number one, for offensive purposes, but also number two, for defensive purposes. If the U.S. tries to strike all those silos with our Tomahawks, or any other type of conventional or non-conventional ordnance, they can launch those missiles immediately without delay before the ordnance hits the silo and destroys it. Okay, and we do know that the USS Florida, which is an Ohio-class sub operated by the U.S. Navy, left from Scotland like a week ago, and nobody knows where it went. But I personally believe that they moved the USS Florida to the Middle East because the USS Florida has 154 Tomahawk missiles on it, or in it, and those Tomahawk missiles most likely have the W-80 nuclear warhead. And Tomahawk missiles are extremely accurate, so you don't need a very powerful warhead, either conventional or non-conventional to do a lot of damage because it's so accurate. You can literally drop a Tomahawk missile into someone's living room from 1,000 miles away. It will not drop, but you know what I mean. So because it's so accurate, they don't need a massive warhead, and it would make sense for them to move the USS Florida into the region because of all those Tomahawks and the nuclear capability that they have, the nuclear weapons that those Tomahawks have, the warheads on them. They could strike Iran and completely cripple the Iranian military and the Iranian missile forces with those Tomahawks. Okay, just with that one Ohio-class sub, 154 Tomahawks, they can totally destroy Iran's missile forces and their entire military for the most part. They won't even have to use bombers. They won't have to use fighter jets.
Damn, bro,
And
this shit's
another
heating
thing
up,
too is
man.
we have B-2 stealth bombers in the region.
Oh my God.
We have them in Iceland. We have them in Diego Garcia, which is not far from Iran. We also have B-2s and B-1s in Guam at Anderson Air Force Base. So there's a lot of options that we would have if we wanted to denuclearize Iran, to strike their underground nuclear research facilities and their bunkers. Now, one thing about Iran is that it's a huge country and there's a lot of mountainous terrain. It's like Afghanistan on steroids, and they have a lot of bunkers across the country where they store their missiles, okay? So those would have to be taken out, and the only way to take those kind of bunkers out is with nuclear weapons, okay? A conventional warhead on a Tomahawk missile is just not going to do the job. It's just not powerful enough. So if the U.S. does decide to strike Iran, let's say Iran starts to attack Israel as this operation progresses and Israel pushes deeper and deeper into Gaza, and it looks like they're going to win and take the Hamas leadership out of commission, and their forces push closer and closer to Gaza City. If Iran, let's say, decides to do something stupid, like launch missiles at Israel, and then at that point, you know, the United States could decide to just launch a full-scale decapitation strike on Iran, they would use nuclear weapons because that's the only way to destroy all those bunkers. Okay, they have bunkers under, you know, mountains, okay? A conventional warhead is just not going to do it. It's not powerful enough, especially one that's launched on a cruise missile. Cruise missiles have to be light because they have to travel long distances. You can't have...
So you seem...
This shit getting bad, man. It really is, dog. Let me see what else they're saying. Hold up.
Well, folks. Man, it looks like things just got a lot more real. I just got an update from Juan. He can't come on right now, but he told me the severity of this, and it looks pretty serious. We just went up a couple notches. So I'm going to try to make this brief. It's just a quick update, but I'm going to make it brief for all of you, and I'm going to give you ways you can prepare for what's coming. Now, you know, it's not often I talk to Juan where he sounds so serious, and this is one of those serious conversations I had with him. And the table is now set for World War III, okay? And I got to be careful how I put this on YouTube, on FluffTube, but the table is now set for World War III, and it's increasing by the day.
Damn, it sure is.
I believe China's going to follow suit with Taiwan very soon, This global concept, this global conflict is not meant to scare you and then fizzle out. It's meant to escalate. They're dead serious. This is a globalist game, and you're all the pawns. And I'm dead serious about this. We're living now in a different time and era, folks. This is a whole different time and era. And things are about to change very fast. So you got to buckle up. And I don't know when. I can't predict a date. I have markers, and I'm going to go into that in a second. But there are many objectives they want accomplished where the boogeyman of 2020, we know what that was. The boogeyman, people that watch my show know when I say boogeyman what that means. don't put it in here, but that where they failed, and now they're going all in. They're going all in, and such as lockdowns, things of that nature. There are certain objectives they have to meet. There are certain objectives that they have to meet and fulfill. So I'm going to imagine here, and I have to pose everything as a question because this is fluff tube, and I have to put it this way, but I'm dead serious when I'm talking to you folks. Listen to this. Listen to my broadcast till the very end. I believe, and I have to state it this way, that I believe that there are going to be supply chain interruptions, like import, export seem imminent. So imagine as this escalates and things heat up, you bet your ass that imports and exports are going to be very hard. It's going to be, they're going to trim down on that, or none at all. Once that happens, stores could be bare and empty. I have to pose it as a question. Could be bare and empty. Toilet paper will be the last of your concerns, folks. So here's the update. Lebanon just joined the war, and Syria has been bombed by Israel. This is now much, much bigger. Let me repeat. Lebanon has joined the war, and Syria has been bombed by Israel. This is now much bigger. Exactly as I said was the great bigger threat. And that's from Juan. That was a text from Juan.
Hey, it's Mindy here from Fort.
Yeah, gasoline's going to skyrocket. Hyperinflation, folks. You can bet that's all coming. Now, when is it coming? I don't know. I have a bet with Cash Patel that we won't see 2024 elections, but that's a bet, and I think I'm looking pretty good on the bet, if you ask me. Can I get a thumbs up if you agree? I mean, I don't see any of this playing out. Well, imagine this is barely October, red October. Imagine November, December, with the way it's escalating, November, December, January, all the way to the next November. I'm very doubtful. I'm very doubtful. Now, I'm not a psychic, but hey, Bull Pony's looking pretty good right about now, right? So, one thing I do know for sure is that the timing of this exactly on the day of the solar eclipse. Isn't that something? Remember, they go by these dates and times, very pagan. I knew when that solar eclipse was happening today, I was like, oh man, this is go time. Another thing we need to understand is that the deep state knows they're in trouble. Both sides are going in, and that's why they're going scorched earth policy. That's why they're all moving in. They're all. It's go time. It's go time. And basically, they're in overdrive. You got to look at this as now they're going overdrive because they know it's coming for them. And what's coming for them? The counterpunch. Now, I expect a counterpunch very soon, and I have a marker in mind for that, and I will not say it publicly. I will not say it publicly, but out of my 3 markers, 2 have been met. And these are due to personal conversations I've had with Juanito, but 2 of the markers have been met. And out of my 3 markers, 2 have been met, and 1 still remains. But I'm going to say this. I will be transparent if it does not happen. But there will be no need for me to say anything when it does happen because it's going to be so damn obvious. It's going to be very obvious when it happens. I believe we are headed into a nuclear showdown or some type of scare event. Another scare.
Here's the dark truth behind the shadow work journal that
I don't know, man. You know, if it happens, it happens, bro. That's all I can say. But I know the other person we was listening to is right, man. This shit with China and Taiwan, it's going to escalate so fast just because of what's going over there, and now all our attention is kind of like drawn from Taiwan to the Middle East over there, man. Like Turkey's done left NATO, man. So, well, they need to kick them out. They sitting there going against the West and what we stand for and believe in. They saying Hamas is not a terrorist organization, in which they are. You know, they evil, bro. And that being said, dog, these people that standing for Hamas ain't right, man. It's not right. Killing 40 babies, cutting their heads off, man. You know, wow. I mean, who does that but evil people, man? Come on, bro. That shit wild as hell. I mean, somebody needs to talk to these guys, man, and slow them down, bro. Like, y'all need to. Everybody needs to pump their brakes a second. Do y'all see what y'all doing? I mean, this ain't about who got the biggest balls, man. Y'all need to stop this shit, bro. I mean, these leaders, man, and the people of every country, dog, can stand up and say, hey, don't draw us into this, man. We're not standing for it. Everybody needs to stop, man. It needs to stop, bro. They talking about destroying the goddamn world because if people start slinging nuclear weapons around, oh, of course, man. United States, bro, come on, man. And I'm gonna tell you like this right here, dog. If I was the leader of this country, and I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, well, I got Russia, China, Iran, all these countries, man, North Korea's got nuclear weapons that don't really like us. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, don't let them get the jump on us, man. If it's gonna happen and you know it's gonna happen, man, go ahead and stop these fools, man. Go ahead and let's get the first shot off, bro. Let's go ahead and just end all this shit, all this tyranny from these countries, bro. From from people like from China and North Korea and Russia. Well, I ain't saying so much about Putin, man. He ain't. I like Putin, bro, but I mean I don't think I think he's got compassion, dog. I don't think he's the kind of person that's gonna sit here and just saying, hey, we gonna bomb this person with a nuclear weapon and that's gonna be the end of it. But nah, man, that's never the end of it, dog. Even though if you win the war or win that battle, dog, look who's gonna suffer. It's the people that have nothing to do with it, man. But they don't, some people just don't give a shit, man. They don't care. They think they safe where they at, man. Damn. And just imagine we sitting here. What's up, Liam? I hear you. I heard you call my name. What's up, buddy? What jerseys? Alright, I'll look at it in just a second. Hold up. And he's right, man. The import export shit, all that stuff gonna come to a halt, man. Like he said, all the stores is gonna be empty and shit, man. Ain't gonna be no goddamn food and stuff. And that's when it's all. People better realize, man. Lord, no internet, no Wi-Fi, no gaming. Shit, no electricity, no food. People gonna be suffering, bro. Gas gonna be so fucking high, people ain't gonna be able to afford to even go to work, man. Shit, they ain't gonna be no work to go to. Damn. I don't want no part of it, man. I don't. I don't want no part of this misery they about to cause. Let me play my game, man, and get my head back out of this shit, dog, 'cause this shit done got me stressed out already again today. Let me look at that jersey you talking about. Where'd you get them from? Okay.
12-point outing in their
Okay, I don't know what you have to choose from, but I guess that'll work, man. I mean, it's a jersey. I mean,
it's a 16-point game. And another miss by Utah. Here's Money. He's covered by Kessler. Outside for Davis. James passes to Money.
man, what is that shit, dog?
And so it's Sexton who brings up the ball for Utah. Pass to Sensabaugh.
All right.
They need this.
Hit me up when you get back, man.
Davis with a rebound. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget.
Oh shit! What was that? Okay, all right, Liam.
Off of that bucket.
You know, since
We're gonna play some
moved to
FIFA.
LA in 1960, they've had the most sustained success in the NBA.
Well, think about this, BR. From West to Magic to Kobe to LeBron, they always have a superstar. And NBA players love living in LA, and the city loves basketball.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now here's Sexton. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. And Davis with the block.
Hit him.
The shot's good on the assist by James. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Here's Sexton. The Lakers getting their last shot to go. It's good.
Well, speed is such an important weapon for Colin Sexton. He gets to the mid-range game. Nice.
And the Lakers call time here. And now let's see the most efficient scoring teams around the league this season. The Lakers, #1.
The smart offensive move.